So, two now, what are the challenges did different teams initially have in switching to this new way of working, and how were they resolved? So, first of all, Laura, and then go to John.
Yeah, it was very much depending on mindset, really, of trainees. So you've got a lot of people who just, when it's not working, tell me what to do. And then you've got some other people who are kind of going, right, what, how can I move this forward? So it was being quite patient with people. And I did feel like that secondary school IT teacher going around checking everyone had done everything for a little while. And I think, unfortunately, you do get the odd person as well who doesn't really want to engage in general. So it's quite a good excuse. So you've got you kind of working on both sides there in terms of engaging them in the content and engaging them in the platform as well. So that was a challenge. In terms of other challenges, I would say, can I talk about the Google Hangouts now? Is that helpful?
Yes.
Yeah, so on Google Hangouts, you couldn't hear the audio very well when you're sharing your screen. So what we had to do there was on the invitation, if there were any videos that were going to come up, you'd put them as links throughout, and people had to have them up on tabs ready. And so you just go, right, we're going off for 4 minutes, off you guys go, and I time it for 4 minutes, then bring them back in again. So as a trainer, that just meant you've got to be really aware of the points you want to talk about from the video, and just keeping everyone in. And then obviously you're also then still kind of watching people's comments coming up and picking up on, if people can't access it technically wise, or if people have got questions. So it's just quite busy when you're doing it in that way. Also, you have to, if you want to share documents through Google Hangouts, you've either got to email or attach it to the invite as well. Whereas on Teams, I could put it under the files, and so people could work on them, adapt them, save their own copies and things. So it was just a bit more fluid on Teams, really.
So let's compare Teams with Google Hangout. You said that if you've got a video to show, they had to look at it through their own internet link on their own machine.
Yeah.
With Teams, how do you share your computer sound through Teams? Is it easy? Is there a button you click?
So you just hover your mouse up at the top, and you get a little thing, and it says share device audio, I think it is. And so every now and then I forget it, and someone goes, I can't hear the sound. You're like, right, off.
I know. Same with Zoom, doing Zoom choir rehearsals, exactly the same. Yeah, nightmare.
So there's a hands up there. Look,
Yeah.
The hands up feature is very useful. However, what I discovered is a limitation within Microsoft Teams is that if you're using a Mac computer, the Apple platform, it's not possible to share your system audio in Microsoft Teams, and Microsoft haven't addressed that yet. And so if we have coaches who are going forward and want to deliver training via Teams, they will need to use a Windows machine until that issue has been resolved with Microsoft. So,
yeah. What some of my services found difficult was if they were working in the office rather than working from home, they didn't have access to audio or visual on their work computers.
Oh, what a good point. Yeah. Because some office-based staff, rather than schools, we're used to multimedia with interactive whiteboards and things. But yes, if they haven't got audio and they haven't,
Yeah, that was hard.
Well, the other thing there, Marius, is, for example, when we translate this into schools, a lot of senior leaders, they're sitting in at their desk with their big computer and their big screen. That's a standalone desktop computer, not a laptop, and doesn't always have a camera on it or a microphone. And so, it's great if you're using a laptop to deliver Teams, but actually in a school-based or work-based environment, you're not always sitting at a machine that's got video camera.
Yeah. So, okay, well, that's not a huge issue. People can still participate. It's just not a visual participation. And they can still see the coach and the coach's materials that are being shown. Yeah. But again, this is another consideration we need to share with schools as they set this up.
Yeah. I ran all of the sessions twice as well to give flexibility. So for Southwark in particular, they had SILS, the PRU. So I ran one session at 1:30 and then one at 3:30, so that way they could have finished with their children. And then with Hackney, I run the same one twice over a 2-week period, so that way they're not, if somebody's on shift, then they're not going to miss it as well. And just recording them as well, I guess, and getting permission for that, so people can watch it back if they can't make either session.
Okay.